Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to another video where today we are going to be taking a look at my older hardcore world that I did for 100 days video that I was going to do on this series, and it never released, and there's a few reasons why, and I'll kind of talk about that a little bit while I get in here. But I do want to kind of show y'all just the world really quickly, so let's just hop straight in. I'm probably going to use cheats in this video just because I don't play on this world anymore. I don't even know if it's going to load up. If it doesn't load up, then that's going to be very unfortunate. Please. Alright. Cool. Here we go. So this is the world. Yeah, if you can't tell, I got a lot of mob skulls. My armor is really poor. Why is my armor so poor? Oh, I put my main armor on here. This is the armor that I had. Yeah, this was my armor that I created with my elytra and my tortoise blade. That's part of why I was able to get so many of these heads. I'm actually gonna put my armor back on there. I guess I was holding the elytra. I don't know. Oh, it's a bauble. That's why. But yeah, basically, I had a lot of different pieces of armor and stuff, and a bunch of different keepsakes that I've had and that I found over the course of the 100 days. Just a lot of rare stuff like that. I forgot that I had a step ladder. But I just put a bunch of this fun stuff up towards the very end of the video just to commemorate my time here. Yeah, so I got some trophies. I had stuff like that. This was my original sword. I had a lot of stuff. Like, a lot of stuff. I was very, very rich, overall. And I had to make a lot of storage to accompany that. I had a lot of food, too. Look how much fucking food I had. Oh, my God. But, like, I had so much stuff. Like, I had a lot of different items. And it looks like if there's a lot of missing space here, it's because I put a lot of stuff on the walls. So like these were all a bunch of loot chests that I had made overall. That just hold a bunch of different pieces of armor. Just to kind of give y'all an idea of everything that I had. I definitely had a lot. I don't think I did a lot in the nether. So let me go through here. You know, I really didn't do a lot in the nether. I'm going to open this to land so I can allow cheats. Oh, I guess it won't. / game mode creative. Alright. So we're in creative. I really didn't do a lot. I don't even remember where my fortress is. Is it that one? I think it's that one was my fortress. Yeah, so I really didn't do a crazy amount in the nether. I kind of just came in, went to the fortress, did my thing, and went back. I don't even know if this was my actual fortress. I think it was, because yeah, this was definitely my fortress. So, yeah, it's been a couple years since I've played on this world, so I really don't know everything about it. But I do know that my nether was not very explored. I really didn't do a lot in there. But I would have not minded making this into a series. My house, so the idea I had for my house was I wanted it to be very large, right? I wanted it to be large, I wanted it to have spikes, I wanted it to have a sloped roof, and I wanted it to be very dark and you know, bad, scary on the outside, and then on the inside, I wanted it to be very pink, very, very much like, kind of almost a living house, but not. And it was kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what any of that means. I think those are just all villages I found. One thing I thought was cool, this makes you run very fast, which is cool. I was watching a YouTuber called Eclipse a lot at the time, EQ for short, and he always builds a 69 sign, so I built a 69 sign. I just thought it would be fun. I kind of made it mirror the house. It's definitely very blocky. It's one big blob, and I don't love that. So I do want to get better at this. But I spent a long time getting the dye. At the end of the 100 days, I had a lot of these like storage capsules, and I'm like, I want to just use them all. So I placed all of these storage capsules just for fun at the very end of the playthrough. I kind of did settle around this village here, and yeah, so there wasn't a crazy amount. On to this. So this is a place that I started raiding around like the 60s, I think. 60s or 70s. And I just finished getting all my crazy armor and all this. So let me go into spectator real quick. But underneath this, somewhere in here, there is a boss room. And there's a couple. I think this is one of them. But this is the other boss room. And this guy right here. Oh. Okay. This guy right here fucking like one-shot me at one point. And I had a bunch of really cool enchants and stuff like that that would help me stop dying. And it just didn't matter. It just destroyed me. I don't know how to fight this thing, but it killed me. And I thought the death was unfair, so I continued. Probably the wrong decision to make, which is part of why I scrapped the video. I was not very happy that I had died. And so I did end up I did end up scrapping the video because of that. In part, I just really wasn't happy with how it turned out. I wasn't happy with the editing. But I did want to build next to one of these trees, and I wanted something flat, and I wanted one of these stony areas, and I don't remember why, but this was like perfect because it was right by the village. It was stony, it had the big tree, and overall, I'm like, it's cool. You know, like having the accent here to add color is cool. It's off center because the whole build is off center. Like it's just not a great build, and I think my original idea was that I can add a bunch more onto this in future episodes. And I don't think I did. So going back to creative, I want to see where some of these other places are. I don't recognize this village at all. I'll probably go to the Great Wall of China soon. But these are just various villages that I've kind of visited, gone around within this video. I know relatively early on, I spent a very long time. Oh my god, there are pandas in this? Holy shit. But I had spent a lot of time going through, and at one point, because I was looking for ink sacs, and the ink sacs were so hard to find, I don't understand why. But at some point, I found this giant freaking wall that literally spans thousands of blocks. Like, look at this thing. It's huge. It goes through, like, every type of climate in the freaking game. And I was like, what the hell is this thing? And I never really went through it, but I went past it big time. And I was like, what the hell, dude? That's freaking insane. So I'm kind of hoping I see something like that in the current series that I'm working on, which you should check out, by the way. It is on my main channel on MDC9, so take a look at it. But, like, I went through Savannah villages. I literally went through everything. I went through a lot of different biomes, a lot of different places. You know, you can see it's snowy here. And, like, I don't think it's... Yeah, this place is basically... It's kind of weird because it's in the wall here. But this is kind of like the end of the game. I think that's a better one there. I don't even know. What is that? I've been to that. I bet you anything I've been to that. I just don't know what it is. But I'm going to go through here really quickly. Go to the next one. To this beach village that I had found. And I did a little bit of sailing the Seven Seas, but nothing too crazy. I think this was near the stronghold, if I remember correctly. But here is where my stronghold is. I'm going to go ahead and drop right into the end. But whoa. Interesting. But yeah, I fought the dragon, killed it. I'm pretty sure this was after I had died. So I was already feeling kind of iffy about it. I don't remember if there is anything... Where did I go? Okay, so I spent a lot of time in the end. It took me a little bit to find. I think I spent 2 or 3 days in the end, and I didn't find end cities till pretty late on. Um, but yeah, I just really wasn't happy with how the video was turning out, and that's the main reason that I'll scrap the video. I'm just not happy with how it turned out, or like in this video in specific, like I died, and that kind of goes in with that. I'm not happy how this turned out, but you know what else am I gonna do? Um, this was my Abyssal Walker. Okay, yeah. So there's a few different places that I kind of had, like that crystal cave. There's like some pirate stuff. I spawned in the middle of the water, so I was kind of like, what the fuck? I'm gonna go here though. South. Yes. So I need to go this way. But there was a Walker King pretty close to me. I got kind of lucky with that. Excuse me. But yeah, this was where bro was. This is the structure. And it was kind of cool. It wasn't a miserable fight, but it wasn't easy. I kind of want to figure out what that giant structure was from earlier. There was a volcano that I went through. I'm pretty sure I'm about to go through one of those in my other world. Okay, so it is there. I'm going to teleport here. Yes. So this is a full palace that has the Walker King in it. There he is. I think I wanted to do this one eventually, but the Walker King either like kicked my ass or was like really easy. I don't remember which. I don't know if I even have the footage anymore. But if I do go through the Walker King thing again, I think I want to go through this one. I think this is just the cooler structure, and it feels a lot more final bossy. I might go through like one of the smaller ones for fun, but like this is like the big one that I want to go through because that's such a cool structure, you know. But yeah, this was my 100 days Hexxit world that I scrapped the video. Damn. Okay, interesting. But yeah, that is basically this world. I don't think I'm going to release the footage. I'm just not very happy with how the video turned out. I know I did a lot in the Twilight Forest as well. I'll probably check it out real quick. But I don't think I really ever built anything in here. And that's one thing I think an issue with the 100 Days format is sometimes it does feel like you're just going to places to visit and go through them rather than, like, spend a fair amount of time living here and doing all that kind of stuff. Because, like, I did a lot of traveling in this dimension, right? To find the questing ram or, like, the different bosses that are throughout here, you know, and whoa, what is this? Why is there just a massive freaking mushroom here? Oh, it's a mushroom village. That's why. Okay, that makes more sense. But yeah, I just don't love how this video is turning out, unfortunately, which is why I scrapped it. I don't know if there's any other dimensions other than Twilight Forest, Nether, and an overworld. I really don't. Not counting dimensional doors, of course. But yeah, that is the 100 Days world. And that is today's video. If you guys did enjoy, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. This is my extra content channel. This is where all of the random stuff that I don't want to put in my main channel goes. Also a little bit of behind the scenes content. If you are finding me for the first time, my main channel is MDC9. That should be somewhere linked on this channel or in the description or something like that. But you should totally check it out. There's a lot of cool content on it. Not all of it gets seen, as you can see here. This one got scrapped. But yeah, it is a very cool little thing. So thank you guys so much for watching. And go check out my main channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.